I have just returned from taking my daughter on a 16th birthday trip to the Ark Encounter in Kentucky. We went and saw the Christmas lights, which were spectacular to say the least. It far exceeded my expectations, so I want to show you some glimpses of those beautiful lights. And we also attended an Irish Christmas concert with Keith and Kristen Getty there at the Answer Center at the Ark Encounter. And then we went on to our vacation house in Ohio, which is about 4 hours away in northeastern Ohio in Amish country. And stay tuned to the end because I have a Christmas thrift haul to share with you. This is the restaurant at the Ark Encounter. It's a buffet style, eat all that you can eat, and with a lot of variety of different foods. And I wanted to show you a glimpse of these animals here. Everything the Ark does is done so well and is just amazing. If you're not familiar with it, the Ark is built to the description in the Bible of the size of the Ark, and it is just really amazing to be there and to see it all and to go through the Ark and to see the grounds and the different seasons. It's just a beautiful place. Whatever time of year you go, they do everything top notch there, and we've been many times and never tire of it. It's an amazing place to go. One thing we did on this 16th birthday trip is did some shopping in Kentucky. We went to Kohl's and Sephora and had a good girls' day shopping and enjoying the Christmas season together. We wanted to see the Gettys put on the Irish Christmas concert at the Ark Encounter, and that was a fun night for us to go together and to sing Christmas carols and put our focus on the Lord and on the reason for the season. And we really like the Gettys' music. They are from Ireland and they're modern hymn writers, and so their lyrics are really insightful and thoughtful, and we really appreciate their ministry.
Christ, our God, to earth descended, our full homage to demand.
After attending the beautiful Christmas concert at the Ark, we drove 4 hours to our home in Ohio's Amish country, and there was still a dusting of snow on the ground, which was so fun to see. This is our backyard, and we recently had the patio bricks laid. We've owned the house now for 7 years, and it previously was just gravel, and now we have a real patio that is bricked. When I arrived, a sweet friend had left a table runner for me for fall. That was such a sweet surprise. We attended the Journey to Bethlehem event. This event brings in thousands of tourists and local people every Christmas season. Basically, it's in Walnut Creek, Ohio, and you go to some different locations in the little town, like the hardware store and the chocolate store and the hotel and another one. In each stop, there's something significant, like one is King Herod's court, and one is a market in Bible times. One is where Mary and Joseph go and there's no room at the end. And after you go through those, then you drive to the farm at Walnut Creek and you go in the barn, and they have the Christmas story, some Christmas carols, some angels singing. And after the little short Christmas program, you go in an Amish farmhouse, and they have all kinds of hot cocoa and cookies, cheese, just snack foods prepared. And it was a cold night. We went with friends and we were able to warm up in the farmhouse. Another highlight of the trip was attending a Christmas carol at the Ohio Star Theater. It was a beautiful performance. We also attended the Light Up Sugar Creek event in the little town of Sugar Creek. There was a parade and they were offering free hot dogs, and we enjoyed getting to see the lighting after dark. We walked along the street and visited the shops until it was dark, and then there was a lighting where all the lights came on over the town of Sugar Creek, Ohio. In the little town of Sugar Creek, Ohio, there is an alpine Swiss history museum, and they were offering free caricature drawings, and my daughter was happy to have her picture drawn. We also enjoyed walking around the museum and seeing so many old pieces of furniture and various things that are history of this little town. I loved this piece of furniture right here with this dress hanging on it. Isn't that so beautiful? That really stood out to me. Look at these vintage pieces of clothing. What a beautiful dress. I want to just real quickly give you a Christmas thrift haul from our trip to Ohio. I found not a ton of stuff, but quite a few great finds, and I thought you might enjoy seeing them. So really quickly, this was one of the first finds I found on this few days that we had in Ohio. I think I paid $4 for this. And of course, I love anything that's like the blue and white or the cream and white, but what really got me on this was the wooden handle. I thought that was really unique and cute. And so I brought this home. I'm not sure, it doesn't have anything on the bottom, but I thought it was very vintage kitchen looking. This was interesting, it looked very vintage to me. It's floating candles, so you'll probably see me use these on an upcoming video. I'm gonna try floating these in some water. I paid $1.50, but actually less because Christmas was like 30% off or something like that. And there are 3 in here, looks like a cookie and a Christmas tree and a bell. This was a great deal. It's marked 75 cents for this little Christmas teacup and saucer. And I loved this mirror. I paid $2.50 for this mirror. This, I think I'm going to reframe it. The frame looks a little bit old and not like in a good way, but kind of like beat up and the gold is scratching off. But isn't that the sweetest vintage picture of children playing, having a snowball fight? And I saw this at one of the thrift stores and I thought it was cute. It caught my eye, but then when I turned it over and it said Longaberger design, I knew this was a real find. I love anything Longaberger basket. And if you're familiar with Ohio, especially northeastern Ohio where our house is, there is a Longaberger basket building that the building looks like the basket. It's shaped like the basket. But I love Longaberger basket products. Their pottery and baskets and even wood products like this. I found this table runner and I paid $1 for it. I love lace and I love flowers, so this is a win-win for me. And isn't this cute? The little cutouts are shallow, so I'm thinking maybe this is a chocolate mold. You can tell me what you think in the comments, but I think it's for little Christmas chocolates. There's a snowflake and a wreath, a snowman, a bell. I felt like it had a vintage flair to it, vintage type things, an angel, the gingerbread, the star, just classic old-fashioned Christmas. Now this is probably the thing that I was most delighted to find on this last trip to Ohio. And all of our thrifting, I could not believe it. And it was the first thrift store we went in. Trying to get all this tape and plastic off. This teapot here, isn't that beautiful? Now what just blows my mind about this is if you saw my recent video where I showed the cute little mug that I brought back from Mackinac Island, and I explained about it being Polish pottery made in Poland, and made out of white clay and fired at like 3,000 degrees. I think this is the very same stuff as that collection. If not, it's another thing very similar because it feels the same. The only thing with this is this lid is not going to go down all the way for some reason. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe there was another piece and maybe the lids got mixed up. I would have loved to have gotten that other piece if there were 2 or more at that thrift store. But this is all I saw, and the lid matches, of course, but it doesn't go down, which is kind of funny, but it's not a big deal. It can rest like that. It's fine. The thing was, I only paid $2.99 thrifting this. And that is crazy because when I found that Polish pottery collection, it was not thrift store prices. It is a pricey collection, but you're paying for quality because it's chip resistant and it's unique artwork, and it's just something extra special. And I thrift things most of the time, but because it was our 25th wedding anniversary, I wanted to bring back something memorable, and I paid full price for that piece. I'm gonna show it to you again here. So this is the piece that I bought in Mackinac Island. My husband and I went and purchased it together as a souvenir of our 25th wedding anniversary trip. And it's just lovely. And the whole collection, which was massive, they had pieces with like pumpkins for the fall, or holly and berry for Christmas, all the different seasons and all different patterns of flowers. But the whole thing just blended together in all these blue and whites, and it was just beautiful. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll collect another piece at some point in time. Maybe one day I'll go back and I could get another piece to it, or maybe I'll find this Polish pottery somewhere else. And this likely is the same thing, or there's another, maybe other Polish pottery brands. I do not know. I want to do a little research on this. But if you know more than I do about it, I would love to hear what you know about Polish pottery, pottery made in Poland, the chip resistant. I mean, it's just like got this quality feel. And $2.99, I'm guessing this would be well over $100. I'm gonna look into it and see, but now I know that this goes beautifully. See if I can hold them together. They go beautifully together. I was delighted. So that was really, really exciting for me. My $2.99 teapot. Now, this is not Polish pottery, but I have another teapot to show you. This, isn't that pretty? This is Corelle. Like the plates, the chip resistant plates that you can buy everywhere. I love Corelle. I have Corelle blue and white dishes that you see in my videos. I have them always linked in my description box. They're beautiful. Well, this is a Corelle Christmas teapot, and Corelle just holds up really well. It's very affordable, and it holds up well. And I paid $3.50 for this, but it could have been less since it was Christmas. It might have been discounted more. I also found this beautiful Christmas tree plate with the beautiful edges. And this is Johnson Brothers Victorian Christmas. It says something about England under this sticker. Let me see what this says, if I can get the sticker to come up. Made in England. So again, a lot of times I don't really know anything about the dishes. If you know more than I do, I would love to hear in the comments. And lastly, I found something I thought was really cute for my Christmas village that I want to set up, and hopefully I'll be able to show you on this channel here in another video or two. I have this little gazebo. What could be more fun than a gazebo for my Christmas village? And that is marked $4, but I'm pretty sure I probably got 30% off or something like that. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video and for just sharing my enthusiasm over the thrift store finds that I just collected in Ohio's Amish country. I've said it before, but the thrifting in Ohio's Amish country is like none I have ever seen. It's just so many stores, one after the other, in all these little connecting small towns. And at Christmas time, it feels like Christmas villages with the light displays and the charm of the old buildings and the old houses. It fills my heart with so much joy to be there. I love being there in Ohio's Amish country. I love my friends there, and I love the thrifting and so many wholesome family things to do. So if you are ever in Ohio's Amish country and in that northeastern Holmes County area, check out the thrift stores. And also, if you're looking for a place to stay, our house is on VRBO. Just let me know and I can send you the link for the listing. And our house sleeps up to 12, and it's an old house over 100 years old, filled with vintage and Victorian charm. So Merry Christmas, and I'll catch you in the next video.